Alan has always struggled with school. It would always take me like hours to complete simple questions, and it was just, he was struggling and I could see it. You know, homework wasn't fun, school wasn't fun for him. I went to everyone, to his teacher, to the front office, and they just kept telling me, well, we need to do this, we need to do that, and they would never follow through. So finally, I took it upon myself to go to the district. I didn't have any options. They didn't offer any solutions or options. They just said he doesn't qualify, and that's it. They didn't answer any of my questions. They didn't explain to me what the categories were where he's been, you know, tested. They didn't explain any of the testing to me. So I just knew that he was tested, but they didn't explain where he scored low, where he showed weakness, none of that. I was really frustrated because at home I was still struggling with him, with his homework and his academics. His teachers telling me that he was still struggling. So I didn't have any answers. I didn't know what to do. I was just confused, and they didn't really give me any other options as what plan to follow next. So my experience with the district was horrible. I felt rushed through the process. My answers were not, my questions weren't answered. And I had a conversation with my husband, and we decided to seek help with Brent Cooper for a second opinion and maybe get Alan started with an IEE. The very first day that I called him, I explained to him what was going on with Alan, and we had a wonderful conversation. He was very helpful. He was already talking about the steps that we were going to take next. He was already excited to help Alan and help me, and we set up an appointment to go see him. It was suggested by Brent that although he didn't qualify for assistance, there are other programs that he can qualify for. And he made some suggestions, and we actually had a parent conference with the school site, and Brent was there. He once again went over the test scores with them and me, and he made suggestions. He gave us his summary, his conclusion of the assessment. Brent's assessment was very thorough. He never rushed anything. He took his time. We actually had planned for a few sessions, but he ended up extending it just because he wanted to make sure, and that's the type of person he is. With Brent, he always kept me in the loop. He always explained the process step by step. Again, I never felt rushed, and to this day, he's always kept in contact, just making sure how Alan is doing, how he's progressing. After the evaluation was concluded, I did, at the beginning of this school year, him as a third grader, there's been tons of progress. Now homework is, I'm not gonna say that he's like really, really great in his academics. No, he's progressing slowly, but now he really enjoys it. Now I can see, now he's the top readers in his classroom. There's been a lot of change.